How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new career mode. This is our Bournemouth manager career mode. I've just said career mode twice in the same sentence there. But nevertheless, we do have a game against Leicester in the Premier League. We are in the January transfer window, so we could possibly make some signings if I needed to upgrade the squad. We currently have a budget of 4.7 million with a £90,000 wage budget. Just go jump straight into the game against Leicester, and you'll be seeing the highlights from that game. He's got Lingard on the turn here. Lingard gets away from his man, still with the ball. Lingard, all flicked on there from Uzoa to Okazaki again. It's a good tackle, but it's not, and we do concede a penalty 42 minutes in. And that's a red card as well. I think that's for Zimmer. Yes, it is. So 42 minutes in, we are now down to 10 men, playing without a right back. Let's see if Boris can come up big in this game. Goes right, and Okazaki will put the ball left. And we do go 1-0 down just before half time. A massive blow in this game. Possibly lose ground on Arsenal, but we'll never know. Right, so we do go in at half time, 1-0 down. As you see, Arsenal also winning 1-0, which is a bit of a dent for us. Do go down, half time we are 1-0 down. Zimmer also being sent off for the challenge on Okazaki, I think that was. Head and make some changes here. We are going to head and bring Matt Ritchie on at right back. So we're going to be playing out a centre defensive midfielder for the next 45 minutes. But we're going to head and keep the top three the same. In fact, we're going to go ahead and swap Josh King and Yannick Balassi around, see if that makes a difference. Lingard skipping past a couple of players, plenty of space in front of him, out wide. Callum Wilson on the ball, comes inside. Callum Wilson with the ball. Oh, Lingard, last burst of action before he comes off. Ball over the top to Callum Wilson. Lovely touch from Callum Wilson there. Schmeichel comes out. Wilson, Schmeichel with a save again. Wilson this time. Wilson grabs the goal in the 88th minute. Fantastic persistence from Wilson, manages to get the goal. Leicester still pressing this time. Drinkwater into Kromich, all away. McNair hooked that away nicely. Alalowski plays the ball to Drinkwater. Mings with a tackle. Kromich was the ball. Grado will clear that and put his foot through it. And we do manage to get a well-fought draw away to Leicester City. Honestly, I think that's quite the deserving result looking at them stats there. We did only actually miss a one shot on target, which that's not too bad. And I'm going to say man of the match probably did go to Schmeichel. No, it went to actually Boris. Boris having a fantastic game there. Overall, good game. So time to see how Arsenal got on and see if we gained any ground on them. Alright, so Arsenal did win 2-1 against Newcastle, so it means we still do sit, I don't know, we either still sit second or we dropped to third. Let's go ahead and check the table. Alright, so we actually do have a transfer offer for Callum Wilson. 6.5 million and 5 million. We're just going to head and reject all offers for Callum Wilson because I don't want him to leave the club. He's been playing really well. Steve Cook, may we discuss wages? No. Alright, so we're going to head and I think with the money we have, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring in a defensive midfielder. Because we have Lingard playing that cam position, we have our two wingers and two strikers, so... And I'm going to go ahead and find a defensive midfielder to bring in. Alright, so we're going to head and scout actually no, we're going to head and take Ruben Loftus Cheek on loan for the rest of the season. Hopefully he can do that job at the centre defensive midfield position that we have been lacking. I don't think there's anyone else I want. No, so hopefully we can get Loftus Cheek and do that job in that centre midfield position in front of the back four. Alright, oh, I completely forgot we had went to sign Kevin Prince Boateng on a free contract. That I did forget about. Let's go ahead and just sign him, and then obviously we are taking Ruben Loftus Cheek on loan, so we are able to afford his wages being a loan offer. Right, so loan offer has been accepted for Ruben Loftus Cheek. We're going to head and accept that, and they can adjust our budget accordingly to afford this loan deal. Alright then, so Loftus Cheek is going to slot straight into the squad in place of Sermon, wherever Loftus Cheek is. There he is. Alright, so we're going to head and play the two Wilsons up front as usual. Lassie on left, Richie on the right, and then we will go ahead and play Lingard at cam. Things on the left, McNair and McNair and Elfric, and Zimmer is suspended, so Francis can play it right back. Put Stanislas on the bench, and obviously Boric in goal. And so, stay the league table on the right there, we are 3 points behind Arsenal. I played exactly the same games. Next game is against Norwich, who sit 16th, fighting for relegation. As you see, 18th place there. Liverpool sitting in the bottom 3 of the league. I haven't really checked the league this season, but Liverpool sitting bottom on 16 points. 3 wins all season. Awful season for Liverpool. Maybe we can poach some of their players next year should they go down. I just got a transfer for Mark Pugh, which doesn't play much, so we might as well go ahead and offload some of the wage budget. Grab ourselves some more money there. And we've got a bit of tournament prize money coming in as well. Let's see what that is about. Prize money. FA Cup, we have got an extra 67,000. And there we go, we have Mark Pugh has been sold, an extra 450,000 added to the transfer budget. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the game against Norwich, and once again you'll see some highlights from the game. All over the top there to Jarvis. Jarvis plays the ball in, and Bonky? I don't know how you pronounce that. Has put the ball in for Norwich against ourselves. So again we go 1-0 down. Seems to be a recurring theme here. Boric not able to save it. Right to Francis. Francis knocks the ball in near post. Out to Wilson. Loftus Cheek on the edge of the box. Loftus Cheek. And how about that for your first goal for Bournemouth? What a fine strike from Loftus Cheek. Picks the ball up on the edge of the box, and I'm pretty sure that was one touch and shoot. It was. Straight past Ruddy, standing no chance. A fine goal for 19-year-old Loftus Cheek to open his account for Bournemouth. So I think we do win ourselves a corner, we do. And stick Jesse Lingard on this with his right foot. There's the ball in on the head of Loftus Cheek, and Loftus Cheek has a second on his debut for Bournemouth. What a day this turned out for Loftus Cheek. Signing from Chelsea on loan, not expecting much apart from to sit in that holding midfield role and do a job. But on his debut he has in fact scored 2 goals. I think we may have to make him a permanent signing for ourselves, possibly at the end of the season. John Ruddy comes to punch the ball, absolutely misses, and Loftus Cheek just heads home to make it 2-1. Canny, is that our throw? It is. Well, it's not going to matter, it is half time. We are 2-0 up. Ruben Loftus Cheek with the 2 goals on his debut. And 2 fine goals they have been indeed. Let's go jump straight into the second half, and maybe Loftus Cheek can grab himself a third and a hat-trick on his debut. Francis keeping himself forward again. Loftus Cheek. Lovely ball into Lingard. Lingard on the turn. Produces a fine save from Ruddy. Lovely bit of play there from the 2 England youngsters. Richie popped this ball in on the head of Elphick. Ball goes wide of the post. James Wilson dispossesses. I'm not sure who that was. He does dispossess a player. James Wilson to finish the game off. Hits the post, and that is probably just about time anyway. Francis this time with the ball, and that is it. A very, very good performance against a battling Norwich side. could have had a lot more than 2 goals, but I thought that was quite a good game. Obviously dominant from ourselves, and as expected, Loftus Cheek getting the man of the match performance on his debut. 2 goals. Let's check out his passes. 13 out of 14 passes completed, 7 out of 8 dribbles completed, 1 out of 3 tackles. Let's not worry about that. Boris making 2 saves and Ruddy making 2 saves, but the standout performer obviously being Ruben Loftus Cheek without a doubt. Let's jump back to the home screen and check out our next game.
Bournemouth.
So it looks like our next game is the semi-final of the Capital One Cup away against Sunderland, as you can see in the right-hand corner of this screen. We get on the last game, we beat Everton 3-1 in the last round. Recent 40 million. Jerome Boateng, crazy money. Alright, let's go ahead and just delete most of these. Zimmer can now play again. I don't think Zimmer's going to come back in, you know. It was quite a strong performance from Francis in that game. Without a doubt, Francis with a very strong game there. I think we're going to keep Francis in for the next leg. We do have 5 million to spend, but I don't think there's anyone we need to bring in. Let's go ahead and check out, make sure everyone is able to play in the next game. Just check out everyone's stamina and everything, just to make sure we actually yeah, everyone looks good. Loftus Cheek again sitting in that defensive midfield place. I'm going to head and go with the exact same spot at the start of the last game, and look at that, Hugo Lloris wants to leave. See, I don't think we can afford him with the how much money have we got here? 5 million. Let's go ahead and jump into the Capital One Cup game against Sunderland. Right, so Capital One Cup semi-final time, first leg against Sunderland. Should be a hard game and exciting at the same time. We do have once again Loftus Cheek playing in that defensive midfield role. Loftus Cheek being absolute rock in the last game for us there. Loftus Cheek getting the tackle in there. It's unfortunate to lose out there. All forward to Lens, back post, and then Vero put that in. And again, in every game this episode, we have gone 1-0 down, but this time is a bit more important. Semi-final of the Capital One Cup. See if we can get back into this straight away. Richie, no options. Go back to Francis. On the left to Richie. Shielded out there. We do manage to win ourselves a corner. See if the man Loftus Cheek can do it again. All knocked in. Loftus Cheek on the head. Get back out to Richie there. And Richie is offside. Alright then, fair enough. Lingard looking to break with his pace. All out wide to Wilson. Picks that up for Lingard. And that's a beautiful finish from Lingard. Manages to pull us level. Lingard starts, well, Loftus Cheek starts to move actually into Lingard. Lingard to Wilson. Wilson back into Lingard. And Lingard with a fantastic header into the corner of the net, leaving Pantilimon with no chance. Pulling us level once again. Basically all the young guns and England future stars, but drawing us level these days. Lassie does win the ball back there. Lassie looks to break, but Lassie with a space out wide. Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard comes inside. Lingard! And Lingard will put us 2-1 up in the semi-final of the Capital One Cup. Lovely move again, breaking fast. Started with Balassi. Balassi plays the ball out left to Lingard. Lingard gets past Roberge and places the ball into the right-hand corner of the net, putting us 2-1 up. He does manage to win that. Catmull coming forward with it. Back to Envia. Envia, short cross. Short cross. Short cross taking on a couple of players here. Into Barini. Barini puts that in the corner. That is a very nice goal from Barini. Yeah, I haven't got much to say about that apart from Barini screaming that in the top corner there. Short cross, plays the ball into Barini. Barini one touch and shoot past Boric. Without a doubt one of the best goals we have seen in this Bournemouth career mode. Patmore dispossesses Balassi. Inside to Rodwell. Rodwell through to Barini again. Barini makes it 3-2. Oh, what is going on? 2-1 up and now 3-2 down within a matter of minutes. So that looks like taking that chance earlier did not work out well for us at all. Balassi, and there goes the full-time whistle. We do go down 4-2 in the first leg of the capital. 4-2, I think 3-2, sorry. Yeah, disappointing performance. Sunderland a dominant side throughout. Really getting man of the match there. Not much to say apart from we didn't show up actually. 3 shots all game, the 2 that went in. 2 on target with the 2 that went in. But yeah, we'll have to turn this round. The home leg at the Vitality Stadium. It looks like Leighton Baines has joined Man United, and look at that. 3 days later, we now face Middlesbrough in the FA Cup 4th round. But that will be in next Sunday's episode. Next Thursday's episode of the Bournemouth career mode. Hope you guys did enjoy this. I thoroughly good episode. Look at that, Akinfenwa with the top scorer in the FA Cup. Who'd have thought? But hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the Bournemouth career mode, episode 11 I think we're on. Don't forget to leave a like for this series so I know you are enjoying it, and subscribe to see more content 3 days a week. See ya.